get started with our Spotlight Game of the Week. Now, Mark Tucker's in Paragould tonight where the Rams of Ridgecrest played host to the Raiders of Nettleton. Now, Mark, how was the action up there tonight?
Well, Dick, a packed house here at Harmon Field saw a very entertaining game, a very hard-hitting game as both Nettleton and Ridgecrest got their season underway. And for Ridgecrest, they were trying to win their first game since 1989. The Ridgecrest Rams trying to break through for their first victory of 1991, and head coach Ricky Timms would see a defensive battle through most of the first half. The Rams would stop the Raiders twice on fourth down, as in the first quarter, Nettleton quarterback Wes Mode is stopped by a host of Rams, and the Raiders would have to turn the ball over. Then in the second quarter, with the Rams threatening in Ram territory, they are stopped again on fourth down as Wes Mode's pass falls just behind the receiver. That left the door open for Ridgecrest Mickey Sullinger. The Rams quarterback here scrambles left down the sideline to set up the only scoring play of the first half. Then Aaron Rooney takes the ball off tackle, is stopped, but busts free to score for the Rams. That made it 6-0. The PAT was missed, and that's how it ended at halftime, 6-0. The Rams would engineer a 59-yard drive to start the second half, but would be stopped on 4th and 2 as Corey Register is hit hard before reaching the first down. But 2 plays later, Ridgecrest Shannon Reich makes a big hit on Nettleton's Wes Mode. The ball comes free, and Greg Wise is there to pounce on it for the score, 12-0 Rams. And 12-0 would be how the game would end. Now joining me, quarterback Mickey Sullinger, one of the stars of the game, and also Coach Timms. And Coach Timms, it's got to be a delight to finally get that monkey off your back and get that first win of 1991.
It feels good. You know, the kids have worked hard, and I'm really proud of them. They all played just an outstanding game.
Some of the keys in the ball game, you really depended on the 2 R's, Register and Rooney, for a lot of the ground game tonight. They had a good ball game.
Yes, they did. Of course, Mickey done a great job checking off at the line, you know, picking the right play, what we needed to run at that particular time. Of course, Aaron Rooney on the touchdown just made an outstanding run. You know, broke 2 or 3 tackles and carried a kid into the end zone.
So you mentioned Mickey Sullinger, the quarterback, and you had some big plays, especially ending the first half there, the run down the sideline. What was going through your mind as you were running down the sidelines?
I just wanted to score. I mean, it's something that we hadn't had in a while, so I just thought I just needed it.
You haven't had a win here. You're a senior. I guess you're wanting to go out in style here in 1991, aren't you?
Yes, sir. We want to go 10-0 if we can, go state.
All right. The Ridgecrest Rams will go up to Pocahontas next week, and for our first Spotlight Game of the week, it's 12-0 Ridgecrest. Dick?
Thanks a lot, Mark, and congratulations, Rams. It was a great victory. Now, our cameras were all over the place tonight. One crew journeyed to Corning, where the Bobcats were entertaining the team from East Poinsett. Let's take a look. It was not a great night. As a matter of fact, it was a terrible night. It was Corning, all Corning tonight. And here's a good run, but a fumble at the end of this thing. It really wasn't a very good ball game. East Poinsett takes over, and they're going to handle a good pass play here, but there's maybe some tragedy that we don't know about in this ball game. The game was called short before the half, as a matter of fact, because of an injury, and we hope that young man's okay. That final score in that game, Corning over East Poinsett, 30-0. Now let's move over to Randolph County for some more football action. The Redskins of Pocahontas were playing host to the Wildcats of Truman. Let's go to the highlights. The Wildcats of Truman visit the Redskins of Pocahontas tonight. We'll check that out. Here we go. For the season opener for both teams, quarterback Paul Morris passes to junior Joe Young. Good, he's number 21, and this is a good thing. Quarterback Paul Morris then passes to number 40. He's a senior Kurt Smith near the goal line in the first quarter. That play's coming up, and it was a good throw. It was a good catch. That was Kurt Smith. Then after a holding penalty, Morris passes to junior Jody Sifford for a touchdown. Late in the first quarter, the Skins optioned for the 2-point run, making it 8-0. The Wildcats try to come back, but to no avail after a fumble on a 4th down punt situation. The Redskins take advantage of the Wildcat foul up and later take the ball in to score the final in that game, 35-16, Pocahontas. Now back up into Clay County for a couple of Clay County teams. The Mohawks of Pickett playing host to the Clay County Central team. Let's take a look at some of that action. And here we go. This is Pickett's Jason Beck on a run back, and he does a good job. Got some great blocking downfield, good downfield tackling also. Chad Taylor. Hands off to Jason Beck. A lot of Becks down there. Great run. Taylor to, now this is going to be Craig Beck. Another good run. I think they're brothers. That's for a touchdown. And then Taylor back to Beck again. I'm going to tell you which one, you'll just have to guess. For the TD. The final on that game, Pickett 50.
A slight problem, but I think the Redskins got enough players that'll overcome it. Of course, Jeff Williams is injured and will not play tonight.
He is.
But I understand it's swelling of the knee and ought not to be too serious. So we're, of course, wish that Okie could play, but he's not going to be able to play tonight. But I think the Redskins will take up the slack and get after him.
Well, that's great that we have that. I know that we're all excited tonight. This is the first game of the senior high football game. Once again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors out there, being Pocahontas Ford Mercury, and being Llewellyn's Carpet, Pocahontas Ford Body Shop, and let's see, there's one more out there. Oh, shoot. Well, I'll tell you about it in just a minute. So y'all stay tuned. We'll be right back. Here they come, another season, Gary.
Okay, getting ready to get fired up again.
Yeah, that was quick.
1991, they stuck up on us there.
They sure did.
New season, Trumann Wildcats tonight. It's like out in the middle of the field, number 84, captains for the Redskins. That's Chris Jones and number 11, Lee Poinsett, are the captains tonight for the Pocahontas Redskins. First game of the season, new season, and quite a few people here already, Ron.
They sure are.
The stands are
a lot of fans out here.
Full. Had a little more noise tonight. The band down there getting fired up. Okay, Ron, the starting lineup tonight for the Redskins on offense. This is the roster that we were given. Jeff Williams, number 10, would have started right in. Of course, he, as we said earlier, he's out with an injury tonight. So we don't know who'll start there. But right tackle will be Matt Morris, number 60. Right guards, Brett Leibbarber, number 52. At center, Trey Hall, number 56. Left guard, Dennis Thrasher, 72. Left tackle, Justin Hawkins, 76. Left end, Chris Jones, 84. Quarterback, Paul Morris, number 14. Fullback, Scott Wilbanks, number 32. The right halfback, Lee Frunzinski, number 11. Left halfback, Kevin Sword, number 26. And we'll get the defense. I believe we have time to run over it right now. I don't know who won the toss. I missed it.
It looks like the Wildcats there. They won the toss. They were elected to receive. Well, I'm saying that, but it looks like we're not even getting set up for the kickoff.
So Truman's coming out just a little bit late.
Yeah.
So we're not quite sure, and I was looking at something else. And
I was looking over the stats here.
Redskins are going to receive the ball. Redskins going to receive first, so that offense will get first shot at it.
Well, who's back in the backfield back here for the second?
And when the Redskin defense sets up, hopefully after they score, they will go over the defense, the starting lineup. First game of the season, Pocahontas Redskins, Trumann Wildcats. Of course, last year the Redskins defeated the Wildcats in the first game of the season. I believe the score was 28-7, if I'm not mistaken. And Truman's got a lot of players coming back from that team last year, so look to provide a good game. And this year we're going to do something a little bit different. We're not going to keep up quite as much with the opposing teams' personnel. We're trying to concentrate mostly on our Pocahontas Redskins. Try to tell you who makes the tackle and so on and so forth. So sometimes we may not have the name of the opposing team, but we'll try to call the number at least. And there's the kickoff, and the 91 season's underway. Ball's taken in at the number 40, Kurt Smith. Kurt Smith gets out to the 39-yard line with a penalty flag on the play. Penalty flag on the play. Let's see what it is. Kurt Smith took the ball, returned it up to the 39-yard line, like that's the 40-yard line. Apparently the penalty is going to be on the Truman Wildcats. I'm not sure. I think they called a penalty on the Redskins. I'm not sure what the penalty was. Not sure what that penalty was right there, but it was on the Redskins. It's going to be a 10-yard penalty, 15-yard penalty. So it's a major penalty for the Redskins to start off the ball game. Kurt Smith has returned the opening kickoff out to the 40. The ball's going to be moved back now just inside their own 25. First and 10 Redskins. First play of the new season. Paul Morris, number 14, is the quarterback. And Morris hands the ball off. On the right side, they've got Wilbanks, and he gets good yardage up to the 30, almost the 31-yard line. Number 32, Scott Wilbanks. So pick up about 6 yards for Wilbanks on the play, out from the 25 out to the 31, almost the 32-yard line. And bring up second down and 4 for the Redskins. Number 14, Paul Morris is the quarterback. 32 in the backfield is Scott Wilbanks. And Lee Ponzinski, number 11, in at one of the wingbacks. And Kevin Sorg, the other wingback. There's a handoff to Wilbanks over the left side, and Wilbanks runs hard and is going to pick up about 2. Going to be a little short of the first down. It's going to bring up the third down in about 2 yards. So he picked up about 2. That's going to be about a yard. Give him 3 yards on that play. So 3rd and 1. And the ball's on the 34. Number 11, Ponzinski, and Sorg, 26, out of the ball game. And number 36, Jody Sifford, as Morris, the quarterback, on 3rd and short, takes the ball, hands the ball off to Wilbanks. He's going to be dropped back there for a loss. Going to be a loss of about a yard, about a half a yard, and it's going to bring up a punting situation for the Redskins.
That was number 24, David Gearman, that took him down.
So Redskins unable to get the first down on 3rd down and short. They're going to have to give the ball up here early with 10 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Number 30, Brian Rice, back to punt. He's standing right on the 20-yard line. Low snap. Rice has got the ball, gets the punt off. A good high punt, ball for a fair catch, and it's fair caught up at the 37-yard line by the Truman Wildcats.
That was number 25, Derek Gartman.
The defense of the Redskins takes over, and starting at right end will be number 30, Brian Rice. Right tackle, Dennis Thrasher, number 72. Nose guard, Kurt Smith, number 40. Left tackle, George Linder, number 73. Left end, Nat Wallace, 71. Chris Jones at the weak side linebacker, and Jade Wells will start in place of the injured Jeff Williams. The other linebacker is Truman up the line, and caught behind the line, number 72. Number 72 in there on the tackle for the Redskins, and that's Dennis Thrasher. Just exploded through the line and caught the tailback back behind the line of scrimmage. There was 3 or 4 more right there with him.
Gary, I'm going to call this the game of the grasshopper. I'm telling you, there's grasshopper.
There is a lot of grasshoppers
all over the place.
Truman comes up now with second down and about 11 from the 37-yard line. Second play. There's a little counter handoff, and he's caught in the backfield. Holy smokes, look at the red jersey.
That's a whole lot of red there, Gary.
I don't know who was there first. Kurt Smith, and now getting off the bottom of the pile is Dennis Thrasher again, number 72. Dennis Thrasher, number 72 on the bottom of the pile, but there were several red shirts in there. That's a loss of another yard. 2 plays, a minus 2 yards for the Wildcats. So I'd say the defense playing pretty good. What you say, Ron?
Yeah, they're doing a fantastic job. I'll tell you, holding back, they're both doing a fairly decent job on defense right now.
3rd down and about 12, call it 12, 13. Back to pass is Haynes. He's been rushed at the screen pass, and it's caught, and he's going to be stopped in there. Looks like at about the 46-yard line. It's according to where they're getting the forward progress. Number 36 in there on the tackle.
Pretty close to the first down.
Is Jody Sifford. So it's going to be 4th down and about a yard. So that was a pickup of about 12 yards on the play.
That was a nice screen pass
So
there.
the ball is on the 47. On the Wildcat 47-yard line, 4th down and 1. We'll see if they take a chance here. We got an official timeout. A little the Truman Wildcats. So 4th and short on Truman's first possession. And back deep is, I think that's Sifford. And Truman is set up in punt formation. Sifford standing back on the Redskin 20-yard line. And here's the punt. It's going to be fair caught back there by Sifford, number 36, on about the 24-yard line. The Redskins get the ball back after a good defensive stand and get another chance at the ball. So 1st and 10 from the 24 for the Redskins. 2nd possession of the ball game.
Gary, you know, a while ago I said I forgot one of the sponsors. I forgot myself. TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas.
Well, you shouldn't have forgot yourself. We do appreciate the folks sponsoring the Redskin playback as Morris hands the ball off to Bronzinski, and he's up the middle for about 4 yards, looks like. Lee Bronzinski, number 11, with the ball on a little counter. A pickup of about 4. Bring up 2nd down and 6. Ball out to the 28 yards of the Redskins. 72 Thrasher out of the ball game. In the backfield, Harl Morris, 14, the quarterback, and there's a handoff to Wilbanks on the right side, and Wilbanks up to the 34-yard line and awful close to first down. I believe he's got it. 1st and 10 Redskins. 1st and 10 Redskins. Up at the almost the 35-yard line. So Scott Wilbanks made a good run then. Got it out for a first down.
Gary, I'm going to get this camera down, Pat, in just a minute. Just give me a little time here. I'm going to get everything going here.
Okay, the Redskins right
First
here
game of the season.
in front of the home crowd. Number 14, Morris, is the quarterback. And Morris back to pass. He's got Wells open, and he's got the ball at the 27-yard line. We got a Jade Wells, number 31. Jade Wells, a junior, and he was open. Wide open. Paul Morris did an excellent job of throwing the ball to him, threw in there just right, good soft catch. So 1st and 10 at the Truman Wildcats 47-yard line for the Redskins. As Morris comes up, and there's a full house backfield, and Morris sends the ball to the right side, and that's Kevin Sorge. Sorge down to the 40-yard line, like it's 41. Kevin Sorg on the carry. So pick up about 6 on first down play. It's going to be just short of the 40-yard line. Fell up to 41.
Tell you what, them Martins are having a heyday tonight, too.
Lots of birds and bugs up there on top of the first
Sure is. It's turned off a little cooler now.
2nd down and 4 for the Redskins. Morris heads the ball off up the middle. Wilbanks, and Wilbanks spikes forward and gets down to about the 37-yard line. So a pickup of about 3, maybe 4. So that's going to be a little short of the first down. Still don't like a yard. So 3rd and 1, another 3rd down and 1 play. On the last series, we came down to 3rd down and 1 and didn't convert. Had to give the ball up. So let's see what the Redskins can do on this series. 14, Morris, the quarterback. Morris hands the ball off to Wilbanks, left side, and Wilbanks is going to be stopped behind the line there. Caught behind the line of scrimmage by number 24 for the Wildcats. So, well, let's see what the coach elects to do right here. 4th and a yard. The ball is on the 43-yard line of the Wildcats. Kevin Sorg, number 26, comes out of the ball game. And Redskins going to go for it here with 4th and 1. Big play, 4th and 1. Morris hands the ball off to Wilbanks, left side, and Wilbanks got the first down and more. Good hard run with Scott Wilbanks. He's down to about the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. So a little gamble there by Coach. On that play, I didn't expect him to do that this early in the ball game. Right? I thought that he would probably put it there, but it's 4th and 1, and it failed last time. But Coach Williams decided that time he's going for it, and Scott Wilbanks made a good run. And
he sure did.
First down and a little more.
at least that.
So it's going to be first down, and the ball's on about the 33-yard line of the Wildcats. Morse quarterback. Morse rolls out. Back pass, got a man open, and it's going to be caught. Down at the 6-yard line. Number 40, Kurt Smith, on the reception. First and goal for the Redskins. Ball at the 6-yard line. Hey. I didn't know Kurt Smith could catch the ball like that.
Well, we do now.
I think Truman found out he could, too. First pass I believe I've seen Kurt catch in the last couple of years for the Redskins. Excellent play, and in both times they've ran it pass. One time the other side and back this side, the receiver's been open, and Morris has just laid it in there perfectly. There's a give to Wilbanks off the left side, and Wilbanks is going to pick up 2 hard yards, and he's going to be down close to the 5-yard line on first down and goal, so it's going to bring up second and goal from the just inside the 5, let's call it the 4-yard line. Redskins with the ball.
They're bringing in the play there.
Trying to punch it in here. Sifford 36 out of the ball game. Just like in the backs. They got Sword 26 and Lee Pronzinski number 11 and 32 Wilbanks. So give to Wilbanks off the right side. Wilbanks fights, and he's going to lose a little yardage. Lost just a little yardage on that play. He was fighting for it, but couldn't get through there. It's going to be down at the 5-yard line. And a loss of about a yard, close to a yard.
So that makes it third down and goal.
Third and goal from the 5 for the Redskins. Good drive for the Redskins. A long pass there to Kurt Smith. Put the ball down inside the 10 as Morris. There's a count, Pronzinski, and Pronzinski's going to get
flag in the play.
Flag in the middle of the pile. Pronzinski got down about the 4, maybe the 3. And what holder was collapsed on him all of a sudden. We'll see what the penalty is. Holding against the Redskins. Tough penalty right here.
Right there, tough break.
Down at the goal line. Redskins down inside the 5, and it's going to back them up. 10 yards back to the 15, so it's going to be a third down to replay the down. It'll be third down and goal to go from the 15 for the Redskins. So it makes it look a little bit different now as they spread Sifford, number 36, wide left. And 20 over straight. There's pass to Sifford, and Sifford has got it. Put down right off. Jody Sifford, number 36. Got the ball full stride for 6 points.
Did you see that?
Number 14, Paul Morris, put the ball in there as perfect as you could put it.
Yeah, I mean, did you see it? He just threw it way before the intended receiver was there to meet it.
Excellent play for the Redskins. Paul Morris laid the ball out perfectly.
Executed play.
And Sifford never broke stride, caught the ball. Excellent catch by Sifford, and 6 points. That looked good. And they needed that one. Redskins needed that play. So 15-yard touchdown as they go for it. Sword is
in there.
He's in there.
He's in there.
Number 26, Kevin Sword. And with 2:35 left to go in the first quarter, the Redskins 8, the Truman Wildcats 0. So what do you think, Ron?
Hey, Gary, this is what it's all about right here.
I thought they did a good job right there.
Oh, ring a bell over here a little bit, I'll tell you.
Oh, they've got the bell here now.
Yeah, they got the bell.
I heard it, but I didn't see it.
Oh, there's that bell. It's not ringing now, but instead, well, I tell you what, Gary, there's a lot of folks here tonight. A lot of folks.
A lot of people there. You get a shot of this, Ron, right there. See that group right there?
Which group's that, Gary?
That group that's standing up there.
Now, let's see. There's a lot of them
Right
standing.
there. Now, that is where all the major decisions are made here at the ball game.
Is that it?
If you can look at that crowd, they've just anything you want to know, just ask that group out there, and they know it.
They all know it.
If we get set,
here we go. Kickoff.
Joey Young kicks the ball that goes to about the 20-yard line. Fumble picked up at the 19, and he's going to be brought down over there by Joey Young, number 21, the kicker. So Joey Young kicked the ball and brought him down. So Joe Young, number 21, kicked the ball to him, decided he'd go down and make the tackle himself. Up at the 29-yard line, as the bell rings away down there. Truman comes out for their second offensive series, and they haven't aired the ball out like we heard that they were going to, but here we go. Here's a pass right here. It's going to be picked, almost intercepted. Number 23 in there. I thought he had the line on. Anthony Houseman coming out from the near side here.
That's good coverage on our part.
Good coverage for the Redskins. They were ready for that. Ball was overthrown and thrown too hard, but I think if that ball had been on target, Anthony Houseman would have had it. All he had to do was catch it because it was coming up to him. He was made excellent coverage that time. Looks like on defense, the safeties are 20. I believe that's 20 and 36. That's Overstreet and Sifford, the safety. As Truman comes up 2nd and 10 from the 27-yard line. And back to pass is quarterback hands. It's complete. Out to the 30. It's going to be brought down to 34, almost the 35-yard line.
That was almost a broken up play there. We were in the backfield, and he almost took it off.
31, Jade Wells in on the tackle. So there's a little outlet pass out here to the near side, and pickup of about 5 yards for 3rd down and 5 for the Redskins. So they're coming out passing now. This is what we heard they would do. They put an offense in, what they call the run and shoot offense for this year. And so Truman says they'll pass, and they've come out passing this series. So let's see what happens. They spread receivers both wide left and right, and a man in motion going wide. Quarterback rolls out to right. He's been pressured. He is hammered back there. Dennis Thrasher levels the quarterback, and the quarterback is down. Dennis 72, Dennis Thrasher. Did we get that on tape?
You bet. Well, no, I don't think we got that part.
Dennis Thrasher just leveled number 14, Haynes, the quarterback. And Haynes is slow getting up.
You know, I talked to Thrasher earlier in the week. He said he was a little concerned about the game. First game, you know, of the season.
Oh, yeah.
They're all a little...
Natural to be a little
You
nervous.
bet.
But 72 Thrasher, he has played an excellent game so far. First series, the first 2 plays, he caught the running back in the backfield, and Truman decided they couldn't run against the Redskins, so they're going to try to pass against them. As that's the line to go in front formation on 4th down, and the Redskins back. This is Hunter's leg. He picks the ball up, and now he's going to run it off the left side. He's going to good reception. 24-yard line. Redskins taking over.
Gary, I'm watching the game and not the camera. That's the kind of losing. Get excited. We said we'd do this.
Oh, yeah. Well, if you don't get excited, you don't need to be here.
That's right.
Redskins play exciting football. That was exciting.
It sure was.
24-yard line. The Redskins take over. That was a 4th down play. The ball sailed between the Wildcat punter's legs, and he tried to scramble out there, nowhere to go. Redskins converged on him, and they take the ball over. As Morris, number 14, the quarterback, is in their full house backfield. Here comes Swords to the right side. The 26, and Swords going to pick up. Down to about the 14-yard line. Kevin Swords on a good run. Kevin's going to pick up 1st down, I believe. I believe it's going to be a 1st down. The Redskins 1st down. 1st and 10 Redskins. Nice run by number 26, Kevin Sword. The senior halfback. I believe Kevin's a senior.
Well, we're in scoring position again, Gary. We've got 1st and 10.
Kevin is a senior. 1st and 10. There's handoff to Wilbacks up the middle. He's got a runner. Wilbacks is going all the way. Touchdown.
That's that one, Gary.
Hey. Touchdown. It was just a matter of time. Wilbacks was not going to be stopped that time.
Yep.
And good blocking in there by that front line. I think you give credit in out of that right side of that line, or the whole line, but especially the right side on that play. He only got touched one time there, but he had a full head of steam up.
Well, we're getting all fired up here. Let's see if we can't get back in the game.
Number 60, Matt Morrison on that right side, and also, I believe that's 52, Leafhopper, has the driver right side, this is score. The extra ball. Number 36, Joey Sifford.
He is fired up.
Redskins playing some good football right here in the first quarter with 33 seconds left to go. They lead at 16-0. And just as soon as the Redskins get the ball back, we're going to try to pinpoint some of these linemen a little better because they did an excellent job blocking that time. And also good running by the backs. Just a pretty good looking series for the Redskins. They look pretty sharp, don't they?
They sure are.
They're ready to play. They wanted to play the scrimmage game last week in the worst way, Coach Williams told me. And of course, it had to be canceled because of the weather. So they come out tonight and they're ready to play. They're ready to play somebody. As Joe Young kicks off, ball's going to be taken back on the 14-yard line by the Wildcats. And over on the right side, he's going to be stopped over there. It looks like
by 81.
Is that 81 on the tackle? Yeah, 81. And that's John McFall. John McFall on the tackle. He got up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 Wildcats at their own 30. And as we told you earlier, this year we're not going to be as much concerned about the opposing team's number and name. We mostly want to talk about our Redskins, and
we
don't give the other teams names. Some of the players we may have here.
Yeah.
We're not going to be concerned with that too much. We're mostly going to try to talk about our
own home team here.
So if we say number 14 for Truman, we don't mean any disrespect number 14, but we want to get our home players' numbers down. There's a give up the middle for about 3 yards. It looks like in on the bottom pile is number 55. Number 55 in there, that's Earl Ray Brown in on the tackle.
Now I have to apologize to y'all out there on this camera work. You know, we lost our cameraman.
That's right. I understand he's playing football.
Yeah, he's playing football this year.
He liked this so well last year, decided to be a Redskin.
He's decided to be a Redskin, so he's down there on the line.
That's good. That's the end of the first quarter with our score. Pocahontas Redskins 16, Truman Wildcats 0.
Once again, Gary, we can't do this without our fine sponsors out there. That being Pocahontas Ford and Mercury. Now, I've driven a Ford. I like one. I'm driving one now. So I know this year we're going to continue to drive.
That's a Redskin red.
That's a Redskin red. That's the reason why I bought it. I knew it was red, and I knew it was going to be a Redskin. And then Llewellyn's Carpet stopped down there, and they haven't got a floor that they can't cover, I'll tell you. And the Bank of Pocahontas has been serving the community of Pocahontas since 1903. Pocahontas Body Shop. They stopped down there. They're just squared away from a new paint job, so y'all stop down there and see them. Tell these folks out there that you really appreciate their patronization of sponsorship for the Redskins. Once again, TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, we want to thank those fine folks, too. And don't forget, folks, you're missing out here if you're not out here at this game. We got a fine concession stand. You smell the popcorn, Gary?
I sure do. You can smell it down there. I'd like to be down there. If they could hear us down there, they could send us a Coke. Reckon they could hear us?
Yeah, they can hear us down there. We hooked them up live with us. And
Truman Wildcats come up the line. Back to pass is Haynes. He's being rushed, and he gets out of the grass for 33, rise for 30. It's passed down the field, and incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
He had the man open, 55, Earl Ray Brown, and 30, Brian Rice was putting the heat on number 14. Haynes, the quarterback for Truman, and he did get loose from him, and he had a man open on the right side and just couldn't complete it to him. And Redskins with good coverage on the left side of that field.
That concession stand, I'll tell you what, those band boosters up there, they do a fine job.
Looks like, look in the middle there, number 55, Earl Ray Brown is playing in there on the defensive line. We'll get the rest of them here shortly. It's third down and 13 for the Wildcats. Back to pass being rushed. Oh, Earl Ray Brown. Holy smoke. Earl Ray Brown on the tackle. Also in that 73 and 49, see 73. It's George Linder.
We knew he was fired up there.
Yeah, 49 is Pete Bounds was also in our play. But Earl Ray Brown is the one that absolutely...
He went right down the middle after him, didn't he? He knew where he was going.
He either had a stun on or some offensive lineman missed their block. Earl Ray Brown just completely annihilated the quarterback. And the Truman Wildcats are going to be forced to punt again. And I don't believe they've had a first down yet in the ball game. Back to receive the ball is Sifford, nearly blocked. And Sifford is going to watch the ball roll out of bounds on the 36-yard line. So Redskins take over on the 36. Number 36, Sifford, back to receive the punt. So with 11:09 left to go in the first half, 16-0. Redskins lead, looking sharp on offense and defense. As we said at the start of the game, number 10, if you can see Jeff Williams down on the sidelines has we understand some type of swelling in his knee and had to have it worked on today, and he's out tonight, and I don't know how long he's going to be out. We hope he's back with us real quick. He's a super ball player. Number 10, Jeff Williams. And if you hear us call him Opie, that's what we call him. Back to pass. It's Morris. He's got a man up and there, and it's going to be incomplete. Number 81 out there to receive the play. Good pass coverage in there by the Wildcats. Was that 81? Yeah, it was 81. That's John McFall for the reception. Looks like the pass took a little bit too long to develop. The defense had collapsed on McFall.
And John McFall, he's a sophomore, isn't he?
I believe so, yeah. John McFall. A lot of sophomores out here tonight. We're trying to get more numbers in there, but second down and 10. And Sifford is split wide left, and I believe it's Overstreet split wide right. Hand off to Wilbanks, and he is stopped or lost. And that's there at the line.
I think they've got Wilbanks' number.
We hopefully think that.
Yeah.
I think Scott a fool.
About the time they think they got it figured out.
In there on the lines, the Redskins. Let's see, 76 is Justin Hawkins. And number 62 in there is Brian Perry. And I believe Brian's in there, the offensive guard. Yeah, left guard, Brian Perry, 62. And third down, 11. There's pass on the left side, too long for Sifford. A little bit too far. And the Redskins are going to be forced to punt here. Flag number 56 in the ball game, also on offense, is Trey Hall. He is Trey's the center. 51 in the game, Chris Hinkle. Chris is a sophomore, think guard. So the Redskins are going to have to punt. And the ball is on the 36-yard line. Brian Rice, number 30, back deep to punt. And gets the ball. It was a rush, but a good punt by Rice. And the ball's going to be picked up and immediately brought down there on the 36-yard line. Looks like number 12 in there, Jeremy Presley, and 80. I don't know who else there was. A 34, I believe, was in there. I believe that's Casey Chester. Casey Chester in there. So good coverage by the Redskins. He took a chance to try and pick that ball up, Ron. We saw that last night in the junior high game. A lot of the players are picking the ball up and taking a chance with it. So he didn't get anywhere with it. If at all, I believe he may have lost a little bit.
Yep.
Wildcats up to the line now. First down and 10. The ball at the 37-yard line. And offsides on the Redskins and made contact. There's
the whole line went, did they? Did not one. They all went.
They all went. They were fired and ready then. And it is going to be on the Redskins. Although they may have been moving on the offense, but didn't see any. There's one thing about it. That offensive line of Truman knows these Redskins are coming when the ball snaps.
That's right.
If they were all fired up, they just like all of them was on the string right then. When somebody pulls, they all jump. And they're coming when they do. Excellent job of the Redskins so far.
Back up the play.
Snap, and the runner's going to be brought down in there by 30 Rice and 40, like Kurt Smith in there. And also on the far side, number 23 over there, Anthony Houston tackle. So 49 in the ball game. That's Pete Bounds. And Rice comes out. 62 goes in the ball game. I believe that's Brian Perry. And 72, Dennis Thrasher has played a good game so far. Comes out. Second down and 1. Ball at the 42-yard line. There's a handoff. He stopped immediately. 31. Holy smokes. Jake Wells cut his feet right from under it. It's going to be fourth down again for the Truman Wildcats. Jake Wells playing that linebacker spot in there in place of Opie Williams, and he absolutely cut his feet out from under him. He had nowhere to go. He lost about a yard, so it's going to bring up third down and 3. Third and 3. I thought that was third there a while ago. It must have been second.
Second.
Okay, third and 3. Ball on the 41-yard line. There's back to pass. It's complete. out to down to the 46-yard line of the Redskins. Pass completed by Truman. Overstreet in there on the stop. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Ron, that's Truman's first down of the ball game with 8:10 left to go in the first half. The Redskins doing an excellent job of containing the Wildcat offense. Truman, there's a keeper by the quarterback. He's got a little running room out here, and he's going to be, what a block, and then the fumble. Oh, fumble on the play, but he's going to be out of bounds.
There's a flag in the backfield.
And it's going to be a penalty against the Wildcats. And you have to give the quarterback Haynes credit. Made an excellent run there, and somebody laid a block out here for Truman. It was a good block, but it's all coming back. It's all coming back.
Let's find that little man with a white hat. We'll find out what he's got up his sleeve.
Penalty flag back here on the 49-yard line of Truman. And it's all coming back, and penalty, and I don't know what the penalty was for. Illegal procedure. First down. Procedure on the Wildcats. It backs the ball at 5 yards, and ball's right inside their own 50-yard line, right inside their side of the field on the 50. So Truman has first down and 15 from, let's call it, the 50-yard line. Redskin defense, option left. There's a give up the middle. He's got some running room, and he's down to about the 34. So that's going to be a first down.
He was tripped up by number 20 there.
Overstreet. The last two plays, the Wildcats had run the ball a little bit. They ran the option, and that was a give to the fullback to the first part of the triple option. So Truman opening up here a little bit and gaining a few more yards on the Redskins. The Redskins still lead at 16-0. 7:17 left to go in the first half. Truman with the ball. Ball's on the 34. First and 10 on the Redskin 34. Quarterback give the ball to the middle. Stopped in there by a host of Redskins. See, they had him first. I think Chris, who was that on the bottom? Kurt Smith, number 40, was on the bottom. But also,
he was 73.
Also in there on tackle number 73, George Linder. There was about 3 or 4 Redskins hit him at once. I think Kurt came up off the bottom. Number 40, Kurt Smith, the nose man. 56 in there on the defensive line, Trey Hall. Second down and 9 for Truman. There's a option to the left side. The quarterback's got running room, and he's going to be brought down over there by Overstreet, but he had a world of places to run. That's almost the same play they ran to this side a while ago, where the quarterback gained a lot of yards that was brought back because of the penalty, but ran to the other side that time, and there was nobody out there covering the quarterback. So I'm sure Coach Williams is not real pleased with that play on his defense. Looks like a breakdown there on the left side. They'll get it figured out here, I'm sure.
You bet.
The Wildcats have gained quite a bit of yardage. We've got a penalty flag. The first down, and maybe...
Was that in the backfield?
I believe illegal procedure, or that'd be a delay of game. I'm not sure. See what it was. Yeah, illegal procedure on Truman. Going to back it up 5 yards. They'll put the ball back to the 21-yard line. So first down and 15 for the Wildcats. We're in Redskin territory. The only time they've threatened in the game so far. As the quarterback hands the ball up the middle, and he's going to gain about 3 or 4. In there on the stop is like number 56, Trey Hall. Number 60 goes into the ball game. That's Matt Morris. 73 comes out for a little rest. George Linder. So the Redskins lead at 16-0, but Truman driving here in the last minutes of the first half. The only serious threat they've made so far in the ball game. There's an option to the right side. Quarterback keeps the ball. He's going to be brought down over there. Well, we've got a penalty flag down. 84 Chris Jones made the tackle, but down at the 13-yard line. But I think we're going to get a face mask.
I think so, too.
Yeah, face mask penalty on the Redskins. And looks like Chris had a hold of his bottom part of his helmet there. His quarterback, I think he was afraid to let him go any further a while ago. He got by him and for a long gainer that was brought back. But Chris wasn't going to let him out up there. But
they're going to split the distance.
Get stuck with the penalty. That's going to be half distance to go. So it's going to put the ball inside the 10 at the 7. So Wildcats have
they're in scoring position.
Second down. Yeah, this is make them second down.
Once again, we got
a second about one.
We got a timeout on the field. It looks like the Redskins are going to have timeout on the field. Once again, Gary, we'd like to thank our sponsors out there tonight. That'll be in Pocahontas Ford Mercury, TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas, Blue Orleans Carpet, the Bank of Pocahontas, and Pocahontas Ford Body Shop. Well, I tell you what, let's look over here at these guys again.
We always talking about this crowd while we go, Rex. There's a lot of people there, and a lot of people standing up, but this group right here, these guys here, their wives are sitting right down in front of them watching, most of them. But anything you need to know, right there is the place to get it answered. Can you see that? There we go. So I believe you could find out a lot of things down there.
Well, you bet. By golly, if you couldn't, they could find it out for you.
I'm sure there's a lot of calls. Quarterbacks.
Here we go. We're back to action.
They make a lot of calls. As Truman comes up to the line now with 2nd and 1. And there's the option left side. Quarterback keeps the ball. He's going to be in for the touchdown. Touchdown Truman, quarterback keeper. And Truman looked good on that drive and took the ball down, and the quarterback took the ball in on the option, which has been real successful for him in this drive. So Redskins need to tighten up now. I think Truman's found a play that works. So with 5:07 left to go, Truman going for the extra point.
I thought for sure we could hold them right there.
Well, Truman, the last couple of times they've ran that option play, and the quarterback has kept the ball. And one time the fullback gained a lot of yardage, so that option's working for Truman, and Redskins going to have to work on that and try to shut that down. As Truman comes out for the extra point, and he rolls out to the right, and there's a pass incomplete for the extra point. Stop made in there by number 34, Casey Chester, but the pass was completed for 2 points, and that makes the score 16-8.
At 5 minutes and 7 seconds remaining in the second quarter here. Well, we're not down. We're okay.
No, I think that series right there, the Redskins are going to have to stop. They're going to have to stop that option because the quarterback has made 2 excellent runs and ran the ball in. Of course, the one was called back the penalty, but also the fullback. So Redskins are facing the task of stopping that triple option, which they're running real well right now. But the Redskins are going to get the ball. Super and Sword back deep. The ball is short. Going to be taken by number 81, and I believe is going to return the ball up to the 31-yard line. And 81 is going to be John McCall. John McCall returns it up to the 41. The Redskins take over 1st and 10. Short kick by the Truman Wildcats kicker. Both of their kickoffs have been short. The one to open the ball game, and this one too. The Redskins come up to the line, number 14, Matt Paulmore. The quarterback's hand off to the left side. Poinsett is drugged down over there for maybe a loss of 1. Number 11, Lee Poinsett.
Now we got 2 Podzinskis.
Right, we've got a
Junior high,
and a senior high now. That's right. We mentioned that last night when we did the junior high game. So number 11, and he's going to lose about half a yard. Let's call it a yard. So second down and 11 from the 41. The hand off the left side and immediately met 32 Wilbank and dropped the loss. Well, the Truman defense getting fired up here right now. 2 straight losses for the Redskins offense, and they're back up now to the 37-yard line, facing third down and about 15. The third and 15 for the Redskins. 3:45 left to go in the first half. Receivers split wide. Back to pass is Morris. Passes over the middle. It's going to be caught. Oh! Almost had it. Jeff Overstreet almost had it, and it popped out. So the Redskins going to be forced to punt. With 3:36 left to go in the first half. The ball is on the, looks like about the 37. So number 30, Brian Rice, is back to punt for the Redskins. And a low snap. Rice picks it up. He's been rushed. Almost blocked, but he gets it away. And the Redskins let the ball roll down. It's going to roll there at the Truman 37. Rice did an excellent job of getting that ball away. A low snap. Brian Rice did get the ball away. It was a low kick, but it was he was very, very lucky to get it away. So Truman will take the ball over on their own 37 with 3:28 left to go in the first half. And the Redskin defense is back on the field again after only 4 offensive plays. And they're showed on the last series they've called out punt fire. So see what the defense can do with them now. Here comes the option right. And he's going to be stopped this time. They smelled about Chris Jones. Chris Jones, number 84 and 71 in there. Matt Wallace made sure that quarterback didn't get anywhere that time. Same play that we saw a few minutes ago. It's just the second option of the triple option where the quarterback takes the ball to the fullback. Either lets him have it or he keeps it or he pitches it to the tailback. So they shut that one down real well. Second down and 7. So that was a pickup of 3. As the Wildcats come up the line. So on the play, and I believe Truman got it back. And it's going to be a gain of about 1 on the play. So third down and 8, let's call it. Ball on the Truman Wildcat 40-yard line. Third down and 8 with 2:10 left to go in the first half.
Oh, wait a minute. I got it right here.
Redskin defense in there looks like 71 there. That's Matt Wallace, 73 in there right now. George Linder. The Wildcats third and 7. Back to pass Haynes. And he's got a man open under 3. Clean across the middle. So it's going to be 4th down. Back there covering was 20 Overstreet, and Redskins had that covered pretty well. The quarterback was trying to run to his left and throw to his right, which is very hard to do. And he was getting a little pressure, and he got pressured out to the left. So I think you can credit part of that to the defensive line, moving him out of, I think, where he wanted to throw it from. 145, and Truman is set up in punt formation. Don't mean they'll punt. But they do. This time they do. And they get a lot better punt this time. And Sifford's going to field the ball. And Sifford out to the right side. He's up to 40, 45, 47, 48-yard line. Sifford on a good run back. Takes the ball up to the 48. The 48-yard line, Jody Sifford. That's a good run. With 1:34 left to go in the first half. 14, Paul Morris, quarterback. 56, Trey Hall's the center. like back there with him, Podzinski, Sword, and Wilbanks. There's a handoff to Sword. Sword's over the 50, down close to the 45. He got to the 45, I believe, so Kevin Sword, number 26, good run on the play, gets down close to the first down. It's going to be about a yard short. 2 yards short, so it's 2nd and 8. Clock running with a minute to go in the first half. Number 30, Brian Rice in there on offense. The 20 Overstreet into the game. Rice out. Full house backfield for Redskins. Morris, quick pitch, left side Sifford. And it's going to be brought down there for a loss of about a yard. So Redskins tried something, a little quick pitch to the left side, trying to get Sifford out on the corner. But smelled out there by the Wildcats, and they put a stop to it. Timeout by the Redskins.
Well, they're going to talk about it again.
32 seconds left to go in the first half. Redskins lead 16-8.
Once again,
they have the ball.
I'd like to thank our sponsors out there tonight. Pocahontas Ford and Mercury would like to know if you've driven a Ford lately. I tell you what, I've driven a few of them. And Llewellyn's Carpet out there where you can get your carpet and get your floor tile and your all kinds of floor needs that you need, and they'll do it right. And the Bank of Pocahontas serving the community since 1903. Pocahontas Ford Body Shop. You stop by and tell Kevin out there, Keith Sutton out there, tell him, you know, you'd like to have an estimate or two on one of these old cars you got out there you maybe want to get painted.
I'm sure somebody out there like me has got a teenage driver that's got a dent or a bang in their car.
Why, sure. Stop out there and see Keith. And once again, thank TCA Cable TV, Pocahontas.
Just like the Redskins, we've got, I don't know what total players have ended up with, about 45 or 48, but a lot of players down on the sidelines for the Redskins. Good numbers again this year. That's always good to see. As the Redskins come up the line, 3rd and 3. The ball is on the 46. Morris, back to pass. Podzinski over the middle. He's got it. And it's immediately down at the 34. Lee Podzinski made the catch. So 1st and 10 Redskins.
Yeah, Gary, there is a lot. There's quite a few on the side. Like you said, you like to have those big numbers on the sidelines.
We always like to see a lot of players come out, and we've been fortunate. We've had several players come out in the last few years. Well, we got a timeout now with 13 seconds. Redskins would like nothing better to try to sneak one in here, and they're down on the 34-yard line of the Wildcats. As Coach David Wellman out on the field with players. Wellman, the offensive coordinator.
You know what I'm missing this year? Some red suspenders out there.
Oh, Dallas Howard. Coach Howard, yeah.
I'm missing those red.
Don't ever suspend them.
Yep.
I reckon he's lost weight. You don't need them?
Yep, I think that's probably what it is.
I may need them. Coach David Wellman talking it over the Redskins offense with 13 seconds, with 19 seconds
yeah.
left to go in the first half, and they would like to pull something off here as the ball is down on the, they've got the yard marker wrong. See this, I was looking over here a while ago at the yard marker. I couldn't find it.
It's been knocked out of the way. That's when
Sifford. The 20, but the 30 is somewhere else.
30's way out here.
Okay, it's on the sideline. So actually the ball is inside the 30. It's just the 29. 30 is sitting on the side of the track.
It's sitting on the side of the track. That's where Sifford knocked it out a while ago.
The Redskins with the ball. 1st and 10. Morris, the quarterback. Back to pass. Long pass down to Sifford, and Sifford is
intercepted.
Nearly intercepted.
Oh.
Down there, Sifford.
Looked close.
It was tipped by a Truman player, tipped by 36 Sifford, and almost caught by a Truman defender, but fell incomplete. So no harm done. 2nd down with 14 seconds to go. 2nd down and 10, and the ball on the 29. And it's like 14 seconds on the clock. Redskins trying to punch one in here right before half. Morris back to pass. And a pass over the middle is going to be nearly complete, but a little bit low in there for Jade Wells in the 31. And 8 seconds left on the clock, so Redskins have time for another play with 8 seconds to go.
We got halftime coming up.
By number 56, Trey Hall is in there at center. '72 is also in there, Thrasher. 3rd and 10. 8 seconds left on the clock. Morse back to pass, being rushed. Morse is going to run, and Morse is going to be stopped. It's going to pick up maybe 3 or 4 yards. That's going to end the first half with a score. The Redskins 16, the Truman Wildcats 8.
Well, we got halftime coming up. We're going to have the dance team coming out, looks like, for halftime festivities. Once again, we would like to thank all the people out there for coming tonight. I tell you what, without y'all, you fine folks here, these young men wouldn't have a fine, fine ball club. Well, there's our dance team.
Option left, give up the middle to the fullback, and he's going to get down close to the 5-yard line, so pick up a 5 for Truman fullback. Kurt Smith in there on the tackle, number 40. Truman threatening here early in the second half to try to tie this ball game up. And
trying to stay in the ball game here.
They've done a good job here, but Redskins need to stiffen up here and keep them out of the end zone, protect that lead. Quarterback, option left. He's still got the ball. He's going to be down close to the goal line. I didn't see a touchdown signal, so it's going to be short of the goal line, but very, very close down there for Truman.
Makes a third down with footage there.
Third down and about a foot to go. For a first down, I think they could actually get a first down without getting a touchdown, the way it looks. But at the, right on the goal line.
That one's in there.
Touchdown Truman. On that play, good for the fullback. Rasher in there on the stop, but they stopped him right at the goal line, but he has managed to get the ball over, and that makes it 16-14 with a point after attempt coming up, which Truman passed their last point after attempt for 2 points, so we anticipate them to go for 2. 16-14, 8:01 left to go in the third quarter. Truman has come roaring back here, and what looked like the Redskins was in pretty good shape there. Truman's came back and threatened to tie it right here, and there's a rollout pass into the end zone. It's caught. It's good. And the point after attempt is good for 2, and that ties their score at 16-16 with 8:01 left to go in the third quarter.
Here. You know, you talk to the backfield quarterbacks there. They said they hope that they know that the boys can come back. They've got faith in them right here. I think we can get there. There's no problem.
They Redskins started off in a bad way on that particular drive right there after Truman received the kickoff. Then they had the penalty at the end of that play, and then another penalty on that one, and it just started off on a bad note there. And so what they're going to have to do is regroup here and take that ball down and drive it in like they did in the first of the ball game.
Right. Yes, it was.
So it's a new ball game. Tied ball game, 16-16, so a whole new ball game. As Pocahontas is set to receive the kick. Sifford and Sword back deep. The Truman kick is going to go to Sifford at the 14-yard line. He drops it off, picks it up. He's to the 20, 25, and slips and falls at the 32-yard line. There's a flag down in the middle of the field. Let's see what the penalty is. There is a flag down, but he got up to the 31-yard line. Sifford seems to be shaken up on the play. The 36, Sifford. And seems to have a slight problem there with his knee or his leg. Made a good run back there on the kickoff.
Sure did.
And almost broke it up there and was tripped up, and apparently got a...
They need some help on this one.
Bruise or some problem there with his right leg, but Jody Sifford comes off. The Redskins that was penalized on that play and moves the ball all the way back to the 20-yard line. So it seemed like the Redskins having real problems here at the first and second half with penalties. As Morris, the quarterback, comes up the line, he hands the ball off to Wilbanks on the right side, and Wilbanks picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the play. Takes the ball out to the 24-yard line. Pick up a 4 for Wilbanks. The second down from the, let's call it the 24-yard line. Paul Morris, number 14, quarterback, 56, Trey Hall is the center. Morris, back to pass. Got a man open over here on the corner. Sorg has the ball. He's up to the 30, 33, 34-yard line.
This is first down.
Kevin Sorg on the reception from Morris.
Now, there's no flags on play, so I guess we're okay on this one.
It's kind of unusual of the last 3 or 4.
Seems like every other play.
There's an injured Truman player there. Like a muscle cramp.
Well, it looks like they're all getting physical now.
Well, it's pretty warm out here tonight, and I know these players have worked hard getting ready in all the heat, but and all the excitement and playing hard for this long period of time, I'm sure muscle cramps can happen. That's what he's got, apparently. The coaches from Truman out on the field assisting him, but looks like a muscle cramp. And looks like on the offensive line, number 51 is in there on offense for the Redskins. Just to make Chris Hinkle, also 76. In there is Justin Hawkins, 56 Trey Hall, and looks like number 60 in the ball game, Matt Morris. And we still got a timeout on the field for the injured Truman Wildcat. 31 in the ball game there on offense now for the Redskins. That's Jade Wells. And Wells has done a good job of keeping playing linebacker in there when the place of injured Jeff Williams as the Truman player gets up and walks off the field.
It's a long game. Yeah, that's one thing you hate to see is when this is the part of the game you hate to see is when a young man like that is hurt down on the field.
Yeah, you sure do. You don't want to see any serious injuries. And he looks okay. I believe it's just a muscle cramp. Walks off pretty well.
Looks like number 36 is back up again.
The line, first down and 10. I think the ball's on the 33-yard line. So the handoff up the middle, hard running by Wilbanks. Takes the ball that close to a first down. Scott Wilbanks, number 32, I think, is fired up.
He sure is.
He's trying to fire the rest of these Redskins up and move that ball down there. But it's a new ball game now. It's all tied up.
I think number 36 there, Sifford, I think he just got a muscle cramp. Looks like he's stretching out just a little bit and trying to get that cramp, hamstring.
Yeah, that's what it looks like probably is. So maybe he'll be back in. He's played real well defense with the last couple of plays containing the quarterback there, so they really need Sifford back in there. Up the line the Redskins come, and 9 yards, look like about second and maybe a foot for a first down. Mix up in the backfield. Morris keeps the ball, and he's going to be close to the first down, but there was a mix-up in the backfield on the play. The quarterback and one of the halfbacks collided. And official timeout, I think they're going to measure it, but it's awfully close to a first down. It is an official timeout. They're going to bring the chains out and measure it out on about the 43-yard line of the Redskins. So
I want to take this time and thank some of our sponsors again. That being TCA Cable TV of Pocahontas. The Bank of Pocahontas, serving the community of Pocahontas since 1903. Pocahontas Ford Mercury. Llewellyn Starfish. First Pocahontas Ford Body Shop.
First down Redskins. They got the first down there on the busted play, so that's a good sign. Maybe better things are coming now.
Sure is.
Busted play and you still gain the first down, so that's all right. The Redskins come up to the line at 43 with first and 10. 14 Morris, the quarterback. There's the handoff to Sword. Sword still hard running down. First and 10 Redskins. What a run by Kevin Sword, number 26.
A little freight train running up that line, wasn't it?
I think they've got a little fire in them now. They on the last play, Wilbanks.
Number 12 is down on the field again.
It looks like another muscle cramp. Coach John Malone for the Redskins out assisting the Truman coaches, one of their injured players. That last play, Kevin Sword, a very determined run by Sword, and also Wilbanks on the play before of a very determined run. So it looks like these players are trying to rally the rest of them up and take this ball down and put it in. I think they realize that this is a new ball game now. It's 0-0 as far as they're concerned.
Well, you bet.
And Truman definitely has the momentum after the end of the first half. They drove down like they did and scored and came back out and scored again. So Redskins need nothing better right here and take the ball down and put some points on the board. and doing a good job of driving right now. All on the ground. As 32 Wilbanks. It's the fullback, Sorg, and looks like Lee Podzinski, the halfbacks. Morris takes the ball, hands the ball off to Wilbanks. Wilbanks picks up about 3. 4 or 5 Truman players bring him down over there. Number 32, Scott Wilbanks.
With 5 minutes and 34 seconds remaining in the game.
Looks like 36 Sifford now is going into the ball game. He was injured a while ago on the run back. It seems to be well enough to go in and try it one time. Number 52 is in there, the guard for the Redskins, and that's Brent Leibharber. Pitch out. Sifford's got 8, 9 yards, looks like. Maybe he's pushed out over here on the 35. That's going to be awful close to the first down.
Awful close.
It's going to be a little bit short.
Yep.
It's going to be a little short of the first down. So good run by Jody Sifford. Quick pitch.
So it gives us 3rd down with a yard.
3rd and a yard, but a quick pitch out here on the left side for Sifford. 3rd and a short yard. The ball's sitting on the 36-yard line of Truman. Redskins driving. Handoff on the play. Penalty flag on the play. Wilbanks got the first down, but it's going to be a penalty apparently on the offense. Illegal procedure against Pocahontas. Was more than likely going to be the cause of the whistle blown just as and that's what it's going to be.
It's going against
just as the play started, the whistle blown. So this penalty thing's hurt the Redskins.
It sure has. This second quarter, it has really enhanced its Henderson.
This 3rd down right here is a big play now. What was 3rd and less than a yard, now it's going to be 3rd down and 6, or a long 5, or a short 6, however you want to look at it. So big play. Redskins need to keep the ball moving here with 4:50 left to go in the 3rd quarter. And Morris hands the ball off to the left side, and he's going to be tripped up down. Lee Podzinski tripped up as he crossed about the 35. He got the first down. But if he had not, had he tripped up there, he had a lot more running room.
He sure did. Had plenty of running room.
1st and 10 Redskins. Little counter again to Lee Podzinski, and takes the ball on down to the 35-yard line. 1st and 10 Redskins. They need to just keep moving the ball now. There's 4:30 left to go in the 3rd quarter. Need to move it on down there and try to punch it in. Sorg on the right side, and Sorg, hard run. Sorg gets down to the 29-yard line. Kevin Sorg.
They're good running.
Hard over on the right side.
Well.
He got down to the Trumann Wildcats 29-yard line. 2nd down and like about 4 to go, so pickup of 6 for Kevin Sorg, number 26, on the play. Redskins up the line, 2nd down and 4. Hand off to Wilbanks. Wilbanks fights hard. He's got the first down. He's down inside the 25-yard line to the 23.
Get him a coconut.
Scott Wilbanks, number 32. Very determined. Good running by the Redskin backs here. 1st down Redskins. Inside the 25 at the 23. Number 32 Wilbanks and 26 Sorg is taken to the Wildcats. They've turned it up a notch here on this drive.
They sure have.
Morris. Sorg's got the ball. Sorg across the middle. He's making it loose. He's going. All right. He's done. He's going. Kevin Sorg, 23 yards out. Touchdown.
That's what I'd like to see right there. That's a great.
That's what it's all about right there. Kevin Sorg on the play. What a run. You know, it just seemed like a matter of the way Sorg and Wilbanks is running. They were running as hard as you could expect them to, as hard as they could.
Like I said, that's a little freight train just kind of kissed.
Kevin Sorg and Scott Wilbanks is definitely a good 1-2 punch to have in your backfield. Both runners run hard as they go for the extra point. And Wilbanks has the ball, spins out, still driving, and didn't get it.
That whistle had been blown. Didn't make it.
Wildcats didn't make it. Tried very hard, twisting, turning, spinning, but it couldn't get in.
22-16.
But I was saying, the way Sorg and Wilbanks ran on that last drive is just indicative what the Redskins can do on offense as far as the running. And we showed in the first half that Matt, I'm going to get all year long Paul Morris and Matt Morris mixed up. It was Paul Morris can throw the ball, number 14, the quarterback. And he showed in the first half that he can definitely throw the ball. Throwing one touchdown pass to Jody Sifford, and the running game here in the second half is taken over. So Redskins look pretty balanced, both passing and running. As the Redskins get set to kick off here with 3:29 left to go in the third quarter, the score 22-16. And the Redskins just 6 points up, but a big 6 here is Joe Young, number 21, gets set to kick off. Young's kick's going to be short, taking about the 25, and good run back. He's going to be up close to the 45-yard line there. Brought in there by a host of Redskins like Sifford and 75 in there on the tackle for the Redskins. That's Neil Huffman. Number 12 also in on the tackle, Jeremy Presley. Joe Young in there. But a good field position for the Wildcats because they come out to their own 45-yard line, and they started the first half of the second half in good field position and just got aided by a penalty. So time for the Redskin defense to stiffen up, and nothing the Redskins like more to get that ball back right here with the momentum they've got going on offense. Here comes the Wildcats. Truman splits the man wide left, wide right. Back to pass to the quarterback. There's a pass there in the flat, and it's caught. It's caught down here, and the ball's all the way down to the 36-yard line. Casey Chester brought the receiver down, but Truman picks up a big gainer here, all the way down to the 36. So first and 10, Truman.
Truman, yep.
And they come right back passing. Ball on 36, first and 10. And on defense, 71 for the Redskins. Matt Wallace, 73 in there. George Linder, like 64. Rick Tribble, I believe that's 64. Rick Tribble in that defensive line. Truman comes up the line. There's an option left. Quarterback keeps the ball, and he's going to be sacked out there by Chris Jones. So Chris Jones, as we talked earlier, somebody needed to pick up the second option on that triple option. Chris Jones took care of it. It's going to bring up second 9 for Truman. Ball just inside the 35-yard line of the Redskins. Ball at the 34. Second 9 for Truman. Minute 55 left to go in the third quarter. Redskins dig in for the second down play. Truman, option left. Fullback stop. After a gain of about 1. Looks like 64 Tribble in there, also 73 in there on the play. That's Thrash Linder. Coach Smith also in there.
Their running game isn't as good as it needs to be. I think they got a good passing game going. You think they're going to stay with it, or?
Well, I don't know. They ran real well at the end of the first half, but the Redskins came up and they shut down this option for the most part. But we'll see what happens here on third down and 7. Big play for the Redskins here. They need to hold them here. Option left. There's the pitch out, and he's going to be covered. Oh, come on, pitch out. Casey Chester. He's going to come down all the way for a touchdown. Casey Chester left it down this game. Sophomore Casey Chester picked it all up and returned it all the way for a touchdown. I believe that was about a 65-yard touchdown there for sophomore Casey Chester, number 34.
Good run. Excellent run.
Well, Ron, what happened on that play right there? I don't know who it was. We'll watch it when we see the tape back, and if somebody made the hit on the quarterback, actually paused the play, and the pitch out was not a good pitch out, but the Truman tailback missed the ball, and Casey Chester, laying heads up, had him covered like a glove, along with another Redskin, was Casey scooped the ball up, and he was gone. And Casey Chester's got a little speed. I think his older brother, Chad, of course, played quarterback the last 2 years for the Redskin as Casey's older brother. I think Chad and Casey might could catch him, don't you?
Oh, pretty close. I think he is.
I think Casey says he can pass him.
Yep.
But he showed on that play right there that he can run. We'll get about 65 yards. He picked that ball up on about the, looked like about the 40-yard line. 40 to the 35, something like that. So it was in and over a 60-65-yard touchdown for Casey Chester.
Well, Gary, that cold tastes good right now.
Oh, it does. A little humid out here tonight with all these bugs.
A lot of bugs.
There's lots of grasshoppers.
Our cameraman ran off because of the bugs.
The Redskins getting set to attempt the point after. They lead at 28-16 with 57 seconds left to go. And they would like to put this one in the end zone. The last point after attempt failed is Morris rolls out. He's looking for a receiver, passes in the middle. The receiver fell down. It was intended slip down. Overstreet was the intended receiver, but he slipped down in the end zone. And with 57 seconds left to go in the third quarter, 28-16 Redskin lead.
Looks like it's going to be a short game tonight, Gary. Short game with 57 seconds left. That makes the score 16-28.
Well, if you get a shot across the field there, Truman brought a lot of people here tonight. Truman has a lot of fans over there in the stand. It was his first game of the year also for Truman. And quite a few fans over there. As Joe Young, 21, gets set to kick off the Redskins. And Young's kick is going to be taken down on the 25-yard line and going to be brought up to the, well, he's still going, but finally brought him down at the 36-yard line. Looks like 34, Casey Chester on the bottom of the pile, also 44 in there on the tackle. That's Jeremy Baltz. So Casey Chester, the speedy sophomore that just ran the fumble recovery back for a touchdown, also makes the tackle on the kickoff. The Redskin defense gets a chance to get back on the field here very, very quickly. But they don't mind being out there on those fumble recoveries. If they'll score a touchdown every time, they don't mind getting back out there.
No, they sure don't.
Back to pass is a Truman quarterback. Passes over the middle, and it's going to be caught. And he's going to be brought down there. Excellent catch by the Truman receiver at the 44-yard line. So Truman pass receiver made an excellent one-handed catch. I thought the ball was going to be kind of thrown right in the middle of a bunch of Redskins, and it was, but the Truman receivers made a good play.
There goes those backseat quarterbacks. You hear them down there? They're getting after them defensive plays right there.
They're helping them out. Truman comes to the line, first down and 10. Ball at the 43. Man in motion. Quarterback rolls back. He's being chased. It's going to be a screen pass, and it's complete, and he's down right there.
And that's the end of the game.
That's third quarter.
No, third quarter.
Third quarter. You scared me.
No, that scared you.
You scared me.
I scared myself.
That's the end of the third quarter. Around here, you just won the game.
I just won the game. But you got one of them wins. We're doing real good. 28-16. Top of the fourth quarter.
But that was a low screen pass there to the right side. They had it set up. He was getting a lot of heat, a lot of pressure there, but the Redskins had it covered well. The receiver did slip there, but the field's in pretty good shape considering we did have a lot of water on it earlier in the week. We had quite a bit of rain Wednesday. But as we seen down a while ago at the point after attempt, Overstreet slipped down in the end zone trying to make the catch. His feet came out from under him, so still a little wet in places. Redskins down talking about it. We'll start the fourth quarter with a score 28-16.
Once again, we'd like to thank our fine sponsors out tonight. Pocahontas Ford Mercury, located in downtown Pocahontas. Llewellyn's Carpet, also located down in downtown. Here we go, back to line again.
Truman with the ball, 2nd down and 8. There's a give up the middle, and a host of Redskins in on the tackle. Like 49 in there. One of the players, one of the defensive players, Pete Bounds. Pete played a good game. He's sophomore. These defensive linemen played an excellent game tonight. All the defensive players have.
That gives them 3rd with about 6 yards?
About 6. I know Coach Willman and Coach Williams have to be pretty well pleased with the effort they've seen out of the Redskins here so far. Offensively and defensive, they've done a good job. And of course, as we said earlier, I know they have to be a little bit of an emotional letdown because Jeff Williams is out tonight, and he's one of the leaders of this team. But hopefully he'll be back next week with us.
Motion in the backfield.
Truman back to pass. Here's the pass over the left side. It's complete over the middle. And it's going to be caught down. Boy, he's going to be way down inside the 10-yard line. There's a fumble on the play, but I believe it's after he was down.
Yeah, it was after the whistle was blown.
So a little pass across the middle, and the receiver takes the ball all the way down inside the 10 to the 7. So it's first and goal for Truman at the Redskins 7-yard line. So quickly.
Yeah, it sure is. You know, it's the second time they've thrown down the middle like that.
That's the last time they did it was, the player there one-handed the ball, made a good catch.
Yes.
So they're trying to work the ball in the middle, which they didn't do in the first half. They tried to throw the outside, but now they're throwing down the middle. And number 25, Truman made a good play, but the Redskins need to tighten up here. Option left, quarterback keeper. He's going to be sacked. That's in the backfield. Who is that?
Number 49.
Number 49. Caught him in the backfield. Pete Bounds. Pete Bounds caught the quarterback. And you know, we talked about a while ago, they had to shut down the triple option. That's a good way to shut it down.
Sure is.
Pete Bounds, he said, this is enough right here. And throws the quarterback down. That's going to slow the quarterback down. And that's what's been hurting the Redskins, has been the quarterback on the second leg of that triple option. So good play to the Redskins, but still it's 2nd down, and the ball is back at about the 10-yard line. 2nd and goal to go. Truman back to pass as the quarterback. He throws the ball across the middle. Jody Sifford made an excellent play, number 36. And that was 6 points if Sifford had not knocked it down. The receiver was there behind Sifford. And a penalty on the play against Truman finally picks up, I think, their first penalty of the second half. The Redskins certainly been blessed with the flag.
Yeah, sure have.
They've had it thrown at them several times, but Truman's going to be backed up here now. That was a 2nd down play, and Jody Sifford made an excellent play there in the end zone to bat the ball away. Let's see, they're right on the 10-yard line, so that should make it 2nd down. It's going to move back to 20. That was a holding penalty. Holding penalty, what it was. I missed the call. I believe it was a holding penalty. But however, it moves the ball back to the 20. So 2nd and goal from the 20. But remember, the quarterback and Truman is throwing the ball very well.
It sure is.
And they're capable of scoring from anywhere on the field. Truman gets set. The defense is set. Back is Truman, quarterback, pass over the middle. He's going to be hit right there. Chris Jones was there. Made the tackle on number 64 in there covering Rick Tribble. Rick Tribble happened out on the play, but it was complete. Down to the 15-yard line, so pick up a 5 for the Wildcats. 3rd and goal from the 15. They're down here in 4-down territory, so they'll get 2 more downs, try to put it in. But the quarterback from Truman throws the ball real well, and receivers run good pass patterns. They split a man wide right. Redskin defense said back to pass. It's Truman quarterback, little pass out here, and he gets caught for a pickup of 5. He's going to be brought down over there. Covering on play will be Sifford. Also Chris Jones and number 23, in there covering on the play, Anthony Houseman. Good coverage on the play.
Sure was.
They'll give them that 5 yards because they've got to get to the goal line. It is 4th and goal now.
At least.
The ball sitting just outside the 10-yard line. Let's call it the 11 of the Redskins. So key play here. Redskins hold, they take over the ball. And Truman has to score a touchdown. They have to score here. Quarterback rolls right, sets up the pass. There's a pass out the right flat. Incomplete.
Almost.
And I think he heard Casey Chester coming at him. Number 34. Casey Chester covering on the play, and the Redskins take over. I believe, Ron, if he would have caught that ball, Casey Chester would have held him short of the goal line. Casey had a bead on him. He was coming in on him, and he just missed the ball. But I think Casey would have made the tackle right there.
Sure would have.
So, but we'll rather take it at the 10 or down at rather than the 3.
Absolutely.
So Redskins come out again on offense with 8:15 left to go in the ball game. They lead at 28-16. Morris is the quarterback. Handoff up the middle. Nowhere going for Sifford, number 36. Sifford picks up nothing, no gain. The ball is sitting about the 11-yard line. 7:56, clock running down. Redskins on their own 10. They need to get out of this hole here and move the ball on down the field. Nothing they'd like better than to have a long drive here and take the ball in. To put this ball away. Lee Ponzinski on the left side. And Ponzinski is going to come up just a little bit short of the first down. It depends on where they mark it. It's going to be awful close. Awful close. Depends on the mark.
It'll be 3rd down anyway.
I believe he's got it. First down Redskins. First down Redskins.
Yes, there is.
Lee Ponzinski on a little counter that he ran so well last year. Paid off on that play. And 7:30 and clock running down, 28-16. Redskins just need to hang on to the ball and drive it on down the field. Done a good job of moving the ball here in the second half. Sorg with the ball, and Sorg skirts out of there. Penalty flag thrown. Sorg dropped in there for no gain. So there is a penalty flag in the middle of the pile, which usually indicates on the offense.
Holding.
Holding on Pocahontas.
Pocahontas there.
So several flags here, and I know Coach Williams and Wellman and Coach Howard's not going to be pleased. Coach John Malone's not going to be pleased with all these penalties.
I tell you what, we've had our share tonight.
Just like the last night we did the junior high game against the Ridgecrest, and Ridgecrest had several. I think they had about 6 15-yard penalties. So,
tell you what, they lost some yardage last night. They sure did.
They first game of the season, though, and it takes a little while to get the bugs worked out, but I'm sure the Redskins will get it all straightened out.
Yeah, you get the bugs
the line. First down and 20. There's a handoff left side. Wilbanks, and Wilbanks is loose. Wilbanks on the left side. He's up to the 40, 45, 50, 40, 30, 20, 15, 10, good run. Touchdown. They got Wilbanks. That was an 80-yard touchdown. Got Wilbanks. Hey, he's got the speed, too. You bet. Not only can he run like a bull, he can run like a racehorse.
You bet.
Good.
Redskins are really short.
And Redskins now jumped to about the 34-16 lead. And
well, you know, these backup quarterbacks were right tonight.
We were all talking at halftime, and I think I told Greg Dinnemeyer, he said, give me a prediction, and I said, I told him 32-8. So I thought I got to eat my words after Truman came out and scored right there right off the bat. But I think you're talking to all the guys standing down there, and they all seem really well pleased with this team. The point after attempt, they're going to kick it. The kick is up and looks to be good. Good. It is good, number 24. That's Brandon Sisco. Sophomore kicks the extra point. Brandon Sisco. I think Brandon was scheduled, Coach Williams told me earlier, he was scheduled to start tonight at safety, but Brandon's had the flu. and didn't get to play much tonight, but he did get to kick an extra point. His first point of senior high football. He's an excellent player at junior high. A lot of good sophomores out here.
Sure
And
is.
juniors. But last year the junior high had an excellent year. I think they only lost one game. That was the opening game. And had Brandon Sisco and Pete Downs and Jeremy Presley in the backfield. Of course, they're expecting a lot from these sophomores here in the future. So a good crop of 10th and 11th graders coming up for the Redskins. With 6:37 left to go in the fourth quarter, score 35-16, Redskins lead.
Once again, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors out there. Bank of Pocahontas, being one of them, serving this community since 1903. And of course, Llewellyn's Carpet. And Pocahontas Ford Mercury. And here we go.
Joe Young gets a good kickoff all the way back to the 9-yard line. Joe Young kicks the kickoff, and Joe Young missed the tackle, and a host of Redskins got a penalty flag in the middle there. Looked like in on tackle, let's see, number 75 and number 44, 75 is Bill Hoffman, 44, Jeremy Balks, along with Joe Young almost had him down there on about the 20. He spun out of his rest. They're talking it over there. The official, there is a flag down on the play at the 25-yard line. Make that 27-yard line. And here comes the indication, face mask against the Redskins. So another penalty against the Redskins. And it's another major penalty against the Redskins here. And it seems like every time they kick to Truman or Truman gets the ball, they get another 15 yards bonus. So Redskins, I'm sure, will work on those penalties next week in practice. This is the first game, as we said, and a lot of times, most of the time, you have more penalties the first game.
Well, you bet. But
Truman, they're bound to come out throwing here, and the quarterback does. Back to pass again. And the ball is picked up. There's still a scramble for the ball.
Still scramble. We'll know when they get up.
The 27-yard line.
Pocahontas keeps saying ours.
Pocahontas says we got the ball. Jody Stifford says we got it. Number 23, Hoffman says we got it. But the man in the white hat says Truman's got it.
That man in the white hat?
I guess we're going to have to go what he says.
You bet.
Good drive, Jody, but
he's got the good cap on.
He's the guy that rules. But Redskins knocked the ball loose there. I didn't see who made the hit on the quarterback. Number 51 in the ball game, and also number 22. Number 22, Robert Gates. 51 is Chris Hinkle in the ball game. Casey Chester and Lintner comes off, or Matt Wallace. There's a give over to the right side, and a big surge over there. Like 64 in there on the bottom of the pile. Also,
it's going to be about
getting up. That's 72. That's Thrasher getting up off the bottom of the pile. 64. Rick Trimble.
Third down with about 21.
Looks like some new faces out there. 44 in there on defense now for the Redskins is Jeremy Balks on one cornerback. Joe Young, number 21, the other cornerback. The safeties are number 24, Brandon Sisco in there now, and number 20, Overstreet is the other safety. So a give up the middle to the fullback, and he gets about 3 yards. Redskins stop him in there, number 81 and number 55 on the stop. 55, Earl Ray Brown. 81, John McFall. 78 into the ball game. That's Sean Smith, and number 41 into the ball game for the Redskins. Frank Cummins. Number 81 in that linebacker, John McFall.
Looks like we got too many guys on the field. There we go. We got one coming off.
Overstreet runs off the field. As coach is giving a lot of pass. Little guys to look at it. Pass is overthrown. Covering out here, number 44 on the play is Jeremy Balks. So that's going to be first, is that fourth down? That was fourth down. First down Redskins. So they take over the ball on the 37-yard line of Truman with 4:29 left to go, and they lead it 35-16. So Redskins come back and done a good job.
They sure have.
They've had a couple of key plays, the fumble, recovery, and return. for a touchdown, and then the long touchdown run by Wilbanks, and this pretty well took the zap out of Truman. They wasn't near as effective that time. In the ball game, number 12 at quarterback, I believe it's Presley. Number 36, Sifford in there, the running back. Joe Young, number 21, the ball carrier. Picks up pretty close to the line of scrimmage. He may have lost about a half a yard. It's going to be second down and a long 10 from the 37-yard line of Truman. Redskins with 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Joe Young, 21, the setback. There's a give to Joe Young, and he's not going anywhere. Truman stacks him up in there. Number 88 into the ball game. That's Brian Ripley. And also number 62 into the ball game. That's Brian Terry. 75 comes out. Bill Hossman, and 31, I believe that's Wells. Jade Wells out of the ball game. Casey Chester, number 34, is out. Jeremy Presley, number 12, is the quarterback. Joe Young, one halfback, the fullback, and the halfback is Sifford. Presley on a rollout. Presley turns the corner and gets up to about the 35 for a gain of about a yard on the play. So Presley picks up maybe a yard on the play. Still going to be fourth down and 9 yards to go. The ball sitting right on the 35-yard line, right outside the 35 of Truman. 3:13 to go in the ball game. 35-16. Redskins lead it. Number 56, Trey Hall, the center. And Presley, number 12, is the new quarterback. Presley, a sophomore. And Presley hands off to number 21, Joe Young. Joe Young around the left side is going to be hemmed up and brought down over there.
And mouthpiece flew out of that boy's mouth.
And nowhere going for Joe Young on that play. So Truman takes over with 3:05 left to go in the ball game.
Well, it looks like we got some goodies from concession stands here.
That's good. We appreciate that.
You bet. Here. The folks out there at home that's going to be watching this that didn't come to the game, they're going to know what they missed. They don't know what they're missing. They need to come on out and watch the game. Support these young men.
That's right. We have a lot of people here tonight. The stand's pretty well full, and all of these sideline quarterbacks down here standing up here. Pretty full house.
Yep.
Since we got such a big lead, I'm going to eat some popcorn.
Go right ahead. Go right ahead.
Don't let them do anything while I'm gone.
Well, I'll tell them to hold it just a little bit.
Truman comes out now, first down and 10. Roll out a new quarterback, pitch out, and he's going to be brought down over there. Good play by number 81 in there. That's going to be John McCall. Yeah, John McCall made an extra play in there for about a 1 yard gain. It looked like it was going to be a big gainer. He had a little room to run there. 35-16, 2:12, and the clock running down. Truman has the ball, but the Pocahontas Redskins, opening game of the season, they have the lead. A couple of big plays here in the second half have broke it open as the new Truman quarterback hands it off the right side, and have a man open out in the left side, and Joe Young, number 21, brought him down over there along with 83. I believe that was 83. Was in on tackle, David Williams. But it's a long pickup down to the 37-yard line for Truman with 1:47 seconds left to go. They trail 35-16. And it's one thing, Ron, that the Redskins have shown they can put points on the board.
Yeah, they sure can.
They've done an excellent job. They've put them on different ways.
Well, we got we got a wide receiver here.
Two wide receivers split left. Truman is splitting it up. Back to pass. There's a pass over the middle. It's going to be too short. Incomplete. They'll bring up second down and 10. The ball is on the 37-yard line of the Redskins.
Well, they put that number 61 in there. He's going to see what this ball game's all about now.
The 22 in the ball game for the Redskins is Gates. And it's like the safeties are 83, David Williams.
He's been playing three times.
Back to pass. The Truman quarterback. There's a pass over the middle, incomplete.
Incomplete pass.
Covering in there on the play was like 81 in there, John McFall.